Hi guys, today I am going to show you how I set up my VPS servers when I first bought them. So let's get started. First thing we have to do is to sudo apt run this command. What this will do, it will update all your repositories and upgrade the packages that are required by the server. I will be back after this has been completed. After our system packages and references are updated, we will run this command to create a new user. For Ubuntu, CentOS and Debian, we use this command, and for Fedora, we use this command. I have already a username Ubuntu, so I will change its name to, let's say, Linux, and add your password here. I will leave it all other information to default. After that, I add that user to the sudo group. By running this command, sudo usermod -a capital G and sudo, and then the name of the user. As we have created Linux, we will add Linux. Okay. After that, I set up the host name. Let's say we name it this. Okay. After setting the host name, you have to change the host name in your /etc host files. So let's do that. Let's edit that. It's host. Okay. What you have to add is this IP and then the host name that you have set before. Okay, after adding the host, we will create our own SSH key and add that to the server. You can run this command to create the SSH key. I have already created the SSH key, so I will skip this step. Okay, after adding the host in /etc host file, you have to create the SSH key that you can add to the server so that you don't need password again and again. If you have already a PEM file in case of AWS, you have to just run this command ssh-add and pass the PEM file. After that, you can just log in with it simply without any password requirements. Okay. After that, we can remove the password authentication. By default in AWS, you have no password authentication, so you can use the PEM file and you can skip this step. If you have added your PEM file using your public file using SSH copy ID, you can copy that, and then you have to run this command to remove the authentication. So after all this has been set up, what you have to do is to install PM2, that is process manager for nextjs or JavaScript applications. So let's do that. You will have to use npm. How I install npm is that I use nvm, that is node version manager. It's quite simple to use. So you can just run this command curl or wget. I will run curl and let's check it out. It will install. As you can see, it is saying nvm is already installed. As you can see, I have already installed nvm. So I can just run this command nvm ls-remote to check which versions are available. And it will show all the versions and also the LTS versions. I will use the latest LTS iron version. I will copy that and I can just install with this command. It will install it and you can just set default. Okay, now it's updated my node version to 20.14.0. So after npm install or node install, you will get npm and you can install npm i-gpm2. Why you are using -g flag is that we have to install it in global perspective. After that, you can have you will be having something like this pm2, and you can have you have different commands for it, pm2 ls and etc. We can update pm2. Okay, to run the pm2, so what you have to do is, let's say we have something in user and nginx and html. Let's say we go into video translator. Here we have a node package, node modules, and it is the js version. So we can start it just like this and run the command apt. Okay, that's enough for pm2. What we have to do next is to install nginx. You can install nginx very easily by using the aptitude or any other package manager that linux version that your linux version uses. So let's install it here. I have already installed it, so it will not install it. Okay, now how I set up nginx is I add the available website in nginx site available and symbolic link to another directory, that is sites dash enabled. And what we have to do is just to proxy pass. What we have to do is just to proxy pass to that IP on which our pm2 node application is running. And that's it. I use certbot for for getting the SSL certificates. After our nginx is all set up, we can move to some security things. For the security, I use IP tables most of the time, but in AWS they provide their networking security to enable the ports. We mainly need only 3 ports or 2 ports sometimes to be open. For example, we need 80 port and 443 port to make it work with the HTTP and HTTPS. That's it, how I set up this server. For the laravel projects, you have to install composer. So the first thing, the composer, is that we can go into the getcomposer.org and download from here. It's simple, just run this command and you will get the composer installed. After composer install, you have to go into the directory and you can run composer install and php artisan migrate after connecting to the database. So this was a quick video. Thank you for watching this video.